I'm coming to you from my son's bunk bed fort. It's pretty killer. And honestly, I think I'd rather be playing in a fort than working right now. I don't know about you, but I've found a few different ways to procrastinate. Oh, 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 I'm okay. I'm okay. Just gotta walk it off. Just gotta walk it off. But we gotta keep our eye on the prize. We gotta keep going. We can do this. This week, we're gonna be making posters. We're gonna use the data that we collected to put in a poster, and this poster is gonna be the main component of our POL for everything that we've been doing. So, eye on the prize. It's time to dive into Canva. Now, before we dive into making our poster, let's go over the requirements. First off, it needs to be made in Canva. It has to be the poster template. And don't be a sucker. Make sure your poster template says free right here. Then we have a poster title. This should be the largest thing on your poster. It's the most important. Your name should be the second biggest. Then you need two graphs, one of the preliminary airplane designs, and then the second graph is the modified winning design. Then you need to have your hypothesis, including the prediction of your modified planes. And then you need to have one picture of your best performing plane and two pictures of either other planes or your process. All of these need to be on your poster. So let's get started with Canva. So this is the home page of Canva. I'm going to go to where it says poster. And you want to pick a design. Any of these designs will work. Just make sure it says free right down here. So I'll go with this one. Now it's going to have a bunch of other stuff on here. You can either change these or you can add to it. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of everything I don't need. And I'm going to add text. The biggest thing should be your title. All right. Now your subheading, this should be your name. How about Mr. Phil? And I'm going to put these at the top. Now the body, this should be a description of your project. As well as the hypothesis or any other thing that you write. Now, there should only be two paragraphs on this entire poster. One is the brief description, and another is the brief hypothesis. That's it. There should be more pictures, more graphs than there is writing. Speaking of graphs, let's get right into that. So in order to make a graph, you go to Elements, and you go down to Charts, and I'm going to start with this graph right here. And I'm going to get rid of all the numbers. We don't need them. We're going to put our own in. So you're going to put your designs, all of them in here. So actually here, let me put in my design. And then I'm going to go in and put in how many paces each one flew. And once I do that, then I can adjust the size of the graph. because you're going to have a few different things on here. So you need to figure out how big everything is going to be. Let's make this just a little bit bigger. And I think we should change the color. What do you think? Oh, that's looking good. There we go. Now, you need to have another graph for your modifications. So for your modifications, you need a title and have it be a description. So weight in the front, weight in the middle, weight in the back. Now these are the descriptions that you're gonna have to come up with yourself. So what did you choose? Maybe up elevators? But it's your choice, so you need to figure out what your title is going to be. And then we'll go back in to adjusting the size of this graph. Now this one needs a title, so let's go into text. I have subheading, and so my FFF-1 went the furthest, and these are the modifications. So put that over there. Now, what was my hypothesis? I need to figure out where I'm going to add my hypothesis. Now, you can start moving things around, making them look good. You want as many different elements that makes things look interesting, makes things look good, really draw the viewer in. You can change colors. You can do all sorts of fun stuff. Just make sure that people can see it. Make sure that it's really obvious what they're looking at. Make sure that there's more pictures and images and graphs than there is writing. Now, pictures. Let's talk about how to take a good picture. You're gonna have to photograph your winning plane and also 2 pictures of other planes. It could be all of them lined up. It could be runners up in the competition. That's a call you're gonna make. But see all this? Yeah, we don't want all this in the picture. So we wanna shove all this out of the way. If it's out of the frame, no one's gonna see it. And you want a nice plain background, and you want your camera straight over your paper airplane with nothing in the background. We could use some black construction paper, and that's another way to get a nice plain and clean background. And then you want to crop the picture. Make sure that only the black is in there, only the part you want to be seen, nothing else. And this is how we have nice, clean pictures. I'm really looking forward to seeing your posters and to seeing all your data and how cool it's gonna look. Make sure you take your time, make them look good. Make sure that you follow all the requirements. Also, on the requirements page is a step-by-step instructions on how to turn them in. That is really big, so please make sure that you do that. All right, guys, don't procrastinate too much. I miss you all.